Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the PixelHate podcast, where the H is silent, but the hate is real. I'm here today with the other guys. Why are you smiling? Don't smile at me. I'm with the boys talking about some games and the other subjects.
The pinky and the thumb.
What?
See, you're like Chris, but unintentionally right now. It's actually kind of funny.
Well, you're throwing me off when I'm doing the intro, and you're like, "How am I supposed to? I can't even look up in this section right here."
It's fine. It's all good. Welcome back to PixelHate. This is the 12th episode of the show. We are glad to be back. We're happy to have you back. We have a lot of topics to talk about. Micah is our trivia host, but unfortunately, he cuts out a bit, so it's not his fault.
I'm telling you.
While you were saying that,
your nephew
No, he did that on purpose.
got replaced
you
by an
actually
AI.
cut out.
Your nephew got replaced by an AI. Remember when he was glitching like a few episodes ago?
It's all good.
Remember when I was an AI?
Oh yeah, you were at some point.
Yes, we'll pay the
We'll
AI
pay
because
the
he didn't
AI.
have a camera. I remember. Before we get started with the actual show, though, make sure that you guys subscribe to the podcast on anywhere you get your podcast fill.
Please.
Go to the YouTube channel, check that out, subscribe there as well, and go ahead and share, like, turn on the notification bell, all that good stuff. We appreciate the support. We desperately need it.
Please.
And leave a comment.
Leave plenty of comments, please. Just trash us. We're trash people. We deserve it.
It helps the algorithm.
Oh, I love hate comments.
Hell yeah. Especially on TikTok. Oh my god.
Oh
my god. It's magical.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, those are amazing. Please.
But yes, thank you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started with the show. So to start things off, we're going to start with our good game, bad game of the week.
Good game, bad game.
All right. So today my good game of the week is going to be Marvel's Spider-Man. Oh my god, this game is so fucking good. Spider-Man Remastered on the PS5 is so good. I've been tangentially dipping into different games here and there, and instead of a bad game, I'm having two good games this week. Adam, are you excited? Two. The second good game of the week is The Last of Us Part 1.
What the hell?
What?
Why wasn't it Breath of the Wild? You're so fake. Yo, can we like
Kick him out.
can he not have Tears of the Kingdom? It comes out in 20 days and it's not a good game, bruh.
Because PlayStation, Jamal.
You're so fake.
Last
Have you
of Us
still
Part
not played
1,
it?
I'm playing it right now. I'm playing all of these all at the same time. It's great. I have 16 hours in Breath of the Wild. So
That's it. Oh.
yes.
Right.
So I have 20 days. Fam.
Bro, Jamal put 16 hours into Kingdom Hearts 3 the day it came out.
I have 20 days. Can I finish my other good game?
I guess.
God. Last of Us Part 1. God, is it such a great fucking game. It's the PS5 version. They updated all of the graphics so it looks like the part 2. And they brought in some of the mechanics from Part 2 to make it more modern and updated. It's very, 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 very good. I can't recommend it enough. I'm enjoying it, even though I know the Last of Us story, and I literally know where stuff is hidden and shit. So I'm like going through. Oh yeah, I know where that collectible is. I know where the code to the safe is. I'm good. Even though I know all of this, I'm still having a great time playing it. So, two good games this week. Adam, your turn.
Hold on. I want to say this. Whoever's listening to this right now, Chris is playing all these games. Even though he didn't talk about Breath of the Wild, he's still playing that. But he doesn't stream. So if you think he should stream, please leave a comment so we can.
I think he should stream.
Yes. So please leave a comment if you're listening and you think Chris should stream these games that he's playing.
Adam, what wine did you just
send
pour?
all your hate mail?
Hmm?
We out here, bitch.
The wine that you just poured.
What?
Don't do that. What are we drinking?
And as you tell us what you're drinking, and as you tell us what you're drinking, go ahead and start your good game, bad game.
Livingston.
Oh, that Pinot Grigio.
Is that how we're feeling?
That's Sunday to a T, baby.
Did you just say yuck?
Yuck.
Oh, because you're a child. That's why. You can't even drink.
Yucky.
Yes, he
What are you
can.
talking about? I literally just
As of last year,
I literally on the way to this podcast picked up some Sweetwaters. So suck my balls.
Some what?
You know
What
I
is
have?
Sweetwater?
What?
What is that?
what?
Anyways,
Moving
game,
on.
bad
Good
game.
game, bad game, Adam.
All right. My good game of the week is the Street Fighter 6 demo. So I streamed that on Chris's PS4, which I currently have in my room. So it's mine. And so yeah, I said a lot of thoughts on the stream of what I thought about it. As it kind of like sat after the fact, it kind of just simmered there. I had more fond just like thoughts of it, but during the first thing I did was the tutorial, naturally playing with the classic controls as opposed to the modern controls. Fighting Ryu, you play as Luke, the fucking just douchey, just fucking I guess new main character of the game. Who cares?
His forearms are so beefy.
They're unbelievably big.
Like during his victory pose, I was like, "Yo, what kind?" Like they look swollen, like literally.
Like
about
I
to burst.
have big forearms, but like his are fucking out here, and his head is the same size as mine. It's fucking crazy. He has thigh forearms. He has cuts on his face because anime design, and he has the modern like boy band haircut, just not curly. It's not permed, but
it's like wavy.
yeah, it's weird. But anyways, so the combat is at first I didn't like it because I was still in the mindset of just like I wanted the controls to move like Tekken, and obviously they don't. But like when you start playing it after not playing a Street Fighter game in actually probably 2 decades, you're probably gonna have some trouble there. But at first it was okay. Then it got better and better. And then when I got to the part where you're just fighting people in the street, I kept spamming tackle because it's so OP against just random people, and that was a lot of fun. Had some good segments there. But anyways, so that's up on the Twitch channel. Go ahead, check that out. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and I do want to go back to it when the actual game comes out. I don't know if I'll get it at launch, but I will end up playing it again, and I can't wait until that. My bad game of the week is the fact that Chris and I are still playing Gears of War 3.
How long has it been? Because
An insurmountable amount of time.
I feel like Chris is so happy to still be playing Gears.
I have never been more excited about starting Gears 4 in my life. I've only played through it once, and I played it with Micah. When did we play that game? When did we play Gears 4 together? That had to have been like fucking 2-3 years ago.
Gears 4 is already downloaded, Adam.
I understand, Chris. I understand, Chris.
It's
but
ready.
I
you gotta
understand.
beat the third one first.
We're in Act 5, Adam. We're almost
We
there.
just
6
got to
more
Act 5,
chapters.
and we started this game.
6 more chapters.
I want to say we started Gears 3 in December.
A month per act.
It's insane how much time. Granted, we haven't been playing often, but I've been trying, and Chris is too busy playing Breath of the Wild, apparently, even though he's only put 16 hours in.
Only he's at Chris. 16 hours isn't a lot.
Or falling
Breath of the
asleep
Wild.
when he's like, yeah, I need to take a break
My
after an
bad.
hour.
I started it this fucking week.
So aggressive. But
You
yeah,
better.
so that's my good game, bad game.
Should be ashamed of yourself.
yeah, definitely. Fuck you, Chris. All right, Micah, go.
My good game for the week. I have been working on a big review for Skyrim, so I've spent at least 70 hours just playing Skyrim like back to back. And that has been a really fun experience to play through that game again and kind of immerse myself in the world, because I haven't played Skyrim like I actually cared about the story and stuff since I was like 13. And
So like last week.
Right.
and actually playing it and like actually giving it a try, like not just skipping over dialogue because it's there, but like actually immersing myself in the story and making decisions and like actually following along. It's been a lot of fun, and I made a video about it this week, and it's been doing well, so that has been really cool to see. Bad game, don't really have like a specific game moment, I guess, that I could point to. Tears of the Kingdom still isn't here, so there you go.
Nice.
It almost feels like we're in like a limbo, because this week is Jedi Survivor week, so that's gonna. What do you say, Chris?
Shameless plug. Go check out Mikey OQ's channel, please.
Oh,
Go watch the
1000%.
Go watch the Skyrim content, please.
Oh
Please.
yes, Micah. Sorry, Wilpay. That's actually a good point. At first, I was mad at Chris for cutting you off.
But he's right. You know, you
he
should
is
plug
right.
your shit.
Micah, definitely go ahead and promote really quick your latest video on your channel.
Yeah, my latest video on Mikey OQ on YouTube is called My Latest Addiction, Skyrim on Switch. It's not too long. It's about 7 minutes, and it's got 500 something views right now. So if you're interested and you like Skyrim, even if you don't like Skyrim, just go check it out. I put a lot of effort into it. I appreciate it.
It's a good video. It's short.
It's very
It doesn't
good.
take much time. It's a nice little nod to everyone's favorite Bethesda property for the most part.
It would have sold me if I didn't have Game Pass.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yes, without further ado, Wilpay, go ahead and get going.
As far as good games go, I'm pretty sure I didn't already discuss this, but I did start. I finally gave up on trying to finish Arkham Asylum, and I started Arkham City.
Oh shit! I forgot that you did that.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not. I realized when I was watching, a like, you know, those cutscene movies that people put on YouTube where they, you know, they'll just put the whole game on the internet. I realized that when I had the game originally on the 360, I was pretty much almost to the final. Like, I didn't realize how short the game was. I was pretty much already to the final Joker boss battle. I just didn't do that yet. So when I got the remastered version and then realized, oh shit, my save data doesn't fucking follow through, I started playing the game and I was just like, damn, man, I already did all this. And not that the game wasn't fun, but it's like, I don't want to do it again. Plus, I need to play Arkham City and I need to play Arkham Knight, and that's already going to be, you know, that's another 30 hours.
City's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my God, it's so good.
Right. So I finally
Origins.
started it, and I already like it better. Just an open world, like, and we're going to be talking more about superhero games later, but I can already kind of see why people praise it so much. As far as bad game, I bought WWE 2K23, right? Which is a good game. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it. The creation suite is better than it's ever been. They added a lot of good content. The problem with WWE games, though, is that they're already outdated by the time they come out because they pretty much developed the roster by like SummerSlam. And then the game came out like last month. So there's like 6 to 7 months of content that just didn't exist by the time the game came out. But what happened was this game is still kind of glitchy when it comes to the creation suite. Creating a character takes hours, right? There's like hundreds of moves and then hundreds of choices for each move. I took like a good 4 or 5 hours creating a character, and the shit just fucking deleted out of nowhere randomly. And I got lucky
Tragic.
I got lucky because I had uploaded the character to the to the servers, and I had to re-download the character, but then I had to do all of the move set and the entrance over again. And it's I mean, it's a good thing that I enjoy doing it, but I was very, very fucking pissed off. So 2K or Ukes, THQ, whoever the fuck is in charge of that, please. Please. I need a patch. I need a patch. I need something. I need something.
You know, I had several like different like good games of the week, from like visiting an old game to like YouTube videos to seeing like just clips of something. But I think my favorite like good game of the week. So I've been picking up Smash recently, and I think I talked to Wolpe about this recently.
You didn't.
Like, can I finish?
No.
So after seeing Skyjay, and I played like Incineroar like a bit, but then I started picking up Incineroar just like play on my own time, and I like the way he plays just because I like to be able to use a Alolan Whip and just look for that grab because it's a command grab. And then I like remember like through my history of the fighting games that I have played, not dedicated to, but you know that I played, I was like, I like being able to grab. Since I'm not a combo heavy person, so grabbing is like the easiest thing for me to like do. I'll get like hits, whatever, but like if you want me to do like some extended combos, like I'm not that good at it. And then I end up watching this one YouTube video. I forgot who it was by, but it basically just analyzes like different fighting styles from like a Muay Thai to wrestling fighter to something like, you know, your tradition, like a grappler, and just the mindset of that. So just watching that mindset of a grappler, you know, I like my informational type things when it comes to video games. So that was my good game of the week. An honorable mention was when Wolpe sent me a clip of something in Fortnite of the movement when using, what was it? What's the thing in Attack on Titan called again?
Wait, what?
The
ODS or something?
Yeah, the omnidirectional.
Oh, yes.
When somebody was using that to chase down somebody in a car and get
that
lost in the car.
Listen.
That's an honorable mention of a good game for the week, because that was actually pretty sick.
Fortnite is unbelievable. I'm never gonna get into it like the way people are into it, but I hate putting so much time into praising that game, but they've done unbelievable things, and they continue to do unbelievable things season after season.
The crossover specifically.
Yes.
Crazy.
Then my bad game of the week. So I'm scrolling on Twitter, and then, you know, Horizon Forbidden West, their DLC came out, Burning Shores. But then I see that people are review bombing it. I'm like, for what? Like, why are y'all review bombing it? And then I just remembered when Breath of the Wild started getting review bombed. I'm like, y'all, if people really start review bombing Tears of the Kingdom for like reasons that aren't valid, I'm gonna be sick.
It doesn't matter.
People want to be so petty.
For a game like Tears of the Kingdom, reviews aren't going to matter one way or the other.
It's not,
because the first game, well, you know, Breath of the Wild set the precedent that this is going to be one of the biggest sequels, if not video games of all time. It doesn't matter. But not every game will be able to be as fortunate as Tears of the Kingdom. Mm-hmm. I am curious about the DLC of Forbidden West, though, because I myself, the only experience I had was at Chris's house when I beat the final boss, like just fucking accidentally. And that's pretty much the extent of it. But I know that it's a good game. I know it's a good series. So are they review bombing it, like saying that it's whack?
I didn't look at it first. I was busy. I think I was either like on my way home or like just at work real quickly, and I just happened to see it. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I didn't look at it. I'll have to look at it and give an update on that. But
that's so lame. Why would like?
Because gamers are lame, bro. We know that.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys are all lame, okay?
Fucking haters.
Facts.
Just don't fucking review bomb anything. That's so weird.
That's the lamest. That's like beyond death threats to game developers.
Right.
That's the lamest shit that you can do.
What did you? Oh, you said behind.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said beyond. I was like, are we sure?
Behind that.
Okay. All right.
But you know, we'll talk a little bit more of that at a different time.
Yes.
Until then,
at a different time.
Jamal, watch you look.
Is that a little bit of foreshadowing? Who knows? Who cares?
Who knows?
We're going to get started with some trivia.
10 questions, 20 seconds each. It's time for PixelHate Trivia.
You guys got your dicks out?
You guys ready to write with your cocks?
All right.
Show me the cock tag.
I'm not gonna be keeping track of
Show me your boobs.
who gets what's right, so you got to remember yours. All right. 20 seconds on the clock. First question. You're not gonna like it.
Great.
How many races are in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim? And if you can name more than half of them, or at least half,
Oh.
you get a bonus point.
God damn you.
I knew I wasn't gonna like Micah's trivia, but you get stuff with something like this.
Let's go. Whoopi gave me some devious ideas last week.
How many
Pretty
races
fucked up.
in Elder Scrolls Skyrim 5?
9. Okay, time. Answers?
I said 8.
Mm-hmm.
I said 9.
Well, that's what pays.
I said 12, and I didn't have enough time to write down fucking names because you gave 20 seconds for that bullshit ass question.
Everyone who said
Imperial.
20 seconds.
Fucking Dark Elves. And
You gotta know it.
No,
bro.
you can't think of it like it's part of your answer. You don't have any more time.
Did you write it down?
No, fuck no. We don't have enough time to write.
Yeah, that's
down.
what I'm
If you're
complaining
not-
about.
If you're not
Several
fine.
races.
10 seconds.
Several
Write them
races.
down.
First question and already bullshit. Never happened when I
All
was
right.
trivia master.
Just give us the point for the number. Who cares about the fucking names? What's
The
number?
answer is 10.
God fucking damn it.
Wait, so was it whoever gets closest or exact number?
I missed
I
fucking.
didn't
Oh
say
my
whoever
god!
gets
I
the-
missed
All right,
Nords.
that's fine.
I
That's
missed the fucking Nords.
Okay, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
Chris.
No,
Damn.
No, that's literally
That one hit
literally
deep.
the littering the
That was the
one hit deep.
fucking
That was the first race that I wrote down. Too.
fuck. God damn it.
That hit deep.
God, I played that game so many times. Fuck you.
Not enough, buddy.
I wouldn't have gotten it either, Chris. It's okay.
9.
All right, question
Fuck
number
me.
2.
Number 2. When was the first Call of Duty released? Just the year.
I'm gonna get all these wrong.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Time.
2003.
I said 2004.
2005. The answer is 2003.
Yes.
Damn, I
sir.
wrote that down first and then I.
You know, I just took a wild guess. I didn't even
How
know.
did
so
you
I'm
guys
glad
know
I got
that?
that close.
I was thinking 02 and then I was like, nah, it was
Nope.
gonna come out then, but it came
Did-
out
did
like
anyone play it
late
when it
in
launched?
2003. Yeah,
When it
I played
launched,
when
no.
launched.
I played it that year though.
I played it when it launched.
My
'Cause my
favorite,
cousin-
Time to be alive for.
my
My
favorite Call
cousin
of,
was a. Okay,
My
go ahead.
my favorite,
Question
my
number.
favorite
3.
Call of Duty. My favorite Call of Duty before Modern Warfare 1 was Big Red 1. on the
Oh, I
Xbox.
know about that one.
Yes, sir.
I never played it.
That came out, I think, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years after the first.
Yeah, that's the second game, right?
I don't remember if that was the second game before 2. It might have been. I don't know. Question number 3.
Question number 3. Who is the main cast of Sly Cooper? You can get a point for every name you get. This includes the playable characters and then one main character that makes a reoccurrence in all the games.
So, what? How many is that?
I don't know if I should say the amount.
You should.
Okay, there's 4. Ten seconds.
I'm gonna give myself 8 points.
Adam. Time.
Fuck!
I just said Sly because the only time I ever played Sly Cooper was during the demos.
I couldn't remember the name of the cop. What's her name? But Sly Murray Bentley.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Murray Bentley.
Sly, Barry,
Easy.
Jessica, and the Turtle.
Bentley is the turtle.
Brian, Charles.
Craig,
Dude, there's gonna be a question every trivia where we just name
Jebediah.
fucking regular ass names.
The answer is Sly, Bentley, Murray, and Carmelita the Fox.
Carmelita. Also, it's not Murray, it's Murray.
Carmelita, it's Murray. But
Sorry,
yes.
Murray.
Murray
Carmelita.
the hippo.
I could not remember her name.
Bentley the turtle. And
Carmelita,
Sly
man.
Cooper
So
him
fire.
fucking self.
Can I just say I hated when they changed Carmelita's voice actress? Oh, it was so bad. In the first game, it was so sexy, and then the second, I think it was the second or third game where she had like a Spanish or a Hispanic accent. That wasn't the bad part, but the actual voice actress was
It was
awful.
terrible. She was
Awful.
terrible.
But yeah.
Bad, bro.
All right, question 4.
Question number 4. What is the best-selling Dragon Ball game of all time?
Actually, very good.
What is what? Can you repeat it?
Chris.
What is the best-selling Dragon Ball game of all time?
Ultimate Battle 22.
Fuck, there's like 2 that I'm thinking of.
Is it time?
10 more seconds. I started it after I retold you.
My bad. My
I have
answer,
no idea.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Why are you answering
Okay,
yeah.
before
Now,
time is
Where
up?
is it?
now
Oh.
the time is here.
Relax, Chris.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Okay, so
And
20
then he-
seconds?
and
No,
then he
give me
just-
6.
And then he just ran off.
he said Budokai.
He just left. He's like, Tenkaichi 3.
Zoom. This victory lap.
What the fuck, dude?
Okay, so Budokai Tenkaichi, what else?
I said Tenkaichi 2.
I said 3.
Okay.
I put Boo's Fury.
It would have been Budokai. Oh no, not Budokai.
Watch it be
I was gonna say
Xenoverse 2.
Oh, I would have said Budokai 3, but I,
think
said
it
is.
Tenkaichi 3.
And Jamal, what did you say?
Tenkaichi 3.
The correct answer is Xenoverse 1.
Oh!
Sold
I
an
was-
estimated 5 million copies.
I was wondering if it was going to be a Xenoverse game, but I was thinking 2, but I didn't think that.
Yeah,
would've been-
I was thinking Xenoverse 2. I was thinking Budokai or Tenkaichi 3 or Xenoverse 2.
So, Xenoverse actually came out around the time that they made Super, the movie, with Beerus.
Oh, everything was coming
And
back.
timing.
Literally, that game inclusion with the movie single-handedly revived Dragon Ball like in popularity.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Uh, Since 2015, Dragon Ball has been back like 100%. So
Which is like it's crazy to think about, but also it's not.
you
Because,
can't
like,
remember a
it's-
time before Super right now. It's crazy. Like it was that much of a
Fair.
revival. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's true. All right, question 5.
Number 5. What game released in 2008 that featured collaborations from franchises such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Monkey Ball, and Space Channel 5? 20
In
seconds.
what year?
2008.
Huh?
I know.
Right. Can we repeat the question one more time?
What game released in 2008 that featured collaborations from franchises such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Monkey Ball, and Space Channel 5?
Okay, I got this.
I remember this. I know.
I think.
I know it, but I just don't know the
I
name.
played the shit out of this game.
I just don't know what it is.
I think.
know what it is though. I'm just gonna.
I think I'm gonna get this wrong and be mad.
Me too.
I
5
think I know
seconds.
what this is, but I just don't know the name. So I'm just gonna like a
Because
name.
2008 doesn't sound
Time.
Yeah, 2008 sounds weird, but I
It's
said
hard.
All I said was like Sega Racing or something.
Sega All Star Racing.
Oh
Same.
wow, fuck, man.
Then
Damn
I
it.
said Sonic
I said Mario Sonic Olympics. So fuck it.
with Super Monkey Ball.
The answer is Sega Superstars Tennis.
Whoa!
What?
Nobody got that.
Wow.
I played
Okay.
a lot of Sega Superstars Tennis. It was one of my favorite games as a kid.
Thank God. I
think
thought I was the
All-Stars
only one that
came
got
out
it
in,
wrong.
like 2011 or some shit.
Do you guys remember that game?
No, it exists. I never played it.
Oh, it was really good.
It was like Mario Power Tennis, but
yeah, but it also had like different modes with the tennis and stuff. It was cool. They even had a Resident Evil map where you could fight zombies with the tennis.
Oh, that's
balls.
awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Number 6. What is the biggest open world game of all time?
What are we defining as open world?
Game with endless, I don't know, like a game that has enough to do. I don't.
You know what an open
world. What's the biggest map?
Damn it! There's 2 top contenders.
I think of 2, but I'm going with this one.
Fortnite.
Actually, I think of 3.
8 seconds.
If I want to stick with my answer. You know, I don't even not sure the map size of this game.
AC Odyssey.
That is a big ass. No, that's a big ass map.
No Man's Sky.
That's also a big ass map.
I said The Witcher 3.
Oh, you guys are insane.
I said Minecraft.
No, my first thought was Microsoft Flight Simulator. I was like, there are games bigger than that.
Minecraft.
Woo!
Because it's procedurally generated.
Endless bitches.
No Man's Sky
there
is
no
bigger than
order in Minecraft.
Minecraft.
There is an end to the world, but you have to walk for trillions and trillions of blocks to get there.
Fuck. That's a fucking awesome answer, Chris. Fuck you, dude.
Chris, what'd you say?
I said
Minecraft. You got it right.
Oh.
Wait,
can I get a score check right now?
Really quick. That's what I was actually about to say. So, question number 3. Did you say that we get a point for each correct answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I have 4. I have 4 so far.
How many characters are playable in Mario Kart 8?
I don't know. Now?
Fuck.
Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Yeah, that's a very good.
Deluxe.
That's a good.
Deluxe.
Okay.
After the DLC.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
That's out like right now. Not that will be out, but I'm assuming that's out.
I don't know the exact number.
This is
I'm
hard.
trying to count rows
I
in
hope
my
if you
head.
get close, I'll give it to you.
So whoever's closest.
Yeah. Or if you get it dead on.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
I know a minimum. It's just between that minimum. It's the range.
I just don't remember how many fucking rows of characters are.
That's what
and I don't have the
rows.
time to count them out in my head because I could. There's at least 8.
All right, time.
Fuck. I know it's
38.
I said 42.
43.
I said 55.
There's 2 answers, I guess, but the original
one
roster
answer.
was 36.
Really?
I guess with the new DLC, there's over 40 racers.
Okay, but what's the exact number?
Doesn't really give me one, so I'm going with 36 because there's
What? No.
Wait, I have an actual
Absolutely
factual
not.
answer, so I'm Trivia Master. Shut the fuck up. There's
Yes, there it
default,
is.
There's 16 default characters and 14 unlockables. There's 36 characters.
16
That's
plus
30.
14 is 30.
I said
16, 14, and then Google Home, shut the fuck up.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's it. 36. Oh, the DLCs. The DLCs, yeah. Look, man, you play this game. Who got it?
We don't know.
I said 38.
What's the fucking answer?
36. How many fucking times? 36.
All right,
36.
I said 38. Give me the
All right,
point.
so
That's
Jamal
also
gets it.
incorrect. That can't. That
Christ.
cannot. That also
He said
cannot be the right
closest.
answer.
He said
It
closest.
can't be the right answer. That cannot be the right answer. I'm looking at the character select screen right now. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42 plus Birdo is 43.
Wait.
The answer is 43. Which is what I wrote down.
You wrote 43 exactly.
Well, man,
Yes. Yes.
that Wolfie's arguing with those shades on is even better.
Fine. You can have it. You can have
God
it.
dang it.
I can have it? No, I got it right. What the fuck do you mean?
The fact that I was one away except for fucking Birdo.
Sorry that the fucking internet can't even keep up with how much they're scamming you guys out of your fucking DLC character.
All you had to do was Google a picture of the character select screen.
I'm not gonna count it out. I'm gonna look it up before I do that shit. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what I did. Then I can count by sevens.
I can't count.
I can only count by sevens.
I'm Trivia Master.
Give me the point. All right,
Oh,
so do I get the
fuck outta here.
So I get the point, though, right?
No, I get the point.
But he's
Alright, next
Trivia
question.
Master.
All right, so
Next
Wolpe
question.
got the question. All right, cool. Question 8.
Number 8. What is the worst selling Zelda game?
Oh, I feel like this is a trick question.
It
This
is.
includes spin-offs.
Anything with the name on it.
I mean,
Ooh, that
I
is a
don't
good
think
question.
It's not really a
You
spin-off.
said, what's the worst selling Zelda spinoff?
No.
No.
No,
worst
what
selling-
the fuck, Chris?
What is
the worst selling Zelda game?
game? Period.
Ever.
Jamal, did you just turn your lights off?
My room is haunted.
Time.
I said Zelda 2.
That's a great answer. I was the CD shit.
Says Spirit
Well,
Tracks.
okay.
Make a random guess.
I don't know what the game is called.
It's called
I
Spirit
said,
Tracks.
I said Zelda 4 Swords.
Isn't that a good game?
It
Yeah,
is. Doesn't
it
mean
is.
it didn't sell well.
Yeah.
Jamal, what'd you say?
I said Spirit Tracks. But I feel like I know that. I know that.
I almost said
so-
Skyward Sword, but Micah, what is it?
The correct
not.
answer is The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, which
Let's fucking go!
only sold 0.81 million copies overall, which is very low for that franchise.
Game Boy, baby.
Wow.
I played the
never
fuck
played
You're
out
not
of
wrong
that game.
that it is a good game. I do enjoy it.
I played the fuck out of that game.
Chris is laying all the F-bombs.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. Like
All right.
every time he talks, he's like, I gotta put this out.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not, because you're gonna do it again.
Yeah. All right, question 9.
This is an aggressive episode, Jamal.
Stop cutting yourself off before you finish what you're saying.
And eat and finish chewing.
Question number 9. What video game is banned in several countries and was implicated in a murder by the UK media?
I've heard of this.
You should have.
It's a huge
Oh my-
story.
I just don't remember.
You should have.
Can you repeat the question?
What video game was banned in several countries and implicated in a murder by the UK media?
How much time?
No.
Manhunt.
Manhunt. Yeah.
The answer is Manhunt.
Jamal, Wolpe.
I put Grand Theft Auto 4.
I didn't make a guess because I didn't have everything I was thinking about. I thought
The
about it,
accusation
it makes sense,
about
but-
Manhunt was later dropped by the police and courts, though.
Yeah.
As they fucking should.
Question number 10. And this one is for a select few of you in the group.
Mhm.
What Pokemon has the best base stats out of all the games?
Ooh, this is easy, boy. This is super easy.
No, Chris, no, it's not.
This
Yes,
still
it
our
is.
trivia.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because watch,
It
you
should
gotta,
be.
you gotta get it wrong.
It should be the best base stats.
There is a definitive
Ooh.
answer.
Ooh, could I think of two actually by technical account?
Is it a legendary?
It is a
It's
legendary.
gotta be.
Oh, then never mind then.
10 seconds.
Well,
Oh
I
no.
think this is right.
Actually, I'm gonna be wrong just because of how.
Oh, can I get a
obvious
bonus
it is.
point if I know the total?
Mewtwo.
Time. You said Mewtwo.
I said
Sure
Mewtwo.
did.
Yeah, I said Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
I said Arceus.
Originally, I said Dragonite, but then you answered the legendary question.
The answer is Arceus. 7.
Damn.
Oh,
I thought that was. I thought that was obvious.
It
I'm
is
like,
obvious, actually.
The god Pokemon, yeah.
Literally
I'm,
god.
Of course.
I'm dumb. Mewtwo has the second highest base stats, right at like 670 or something.
where does Rayquaza rank?
Who?
Nope.
Who?
I would say Regigigas. I'm not even gonna.
Here's the exact ranking.
Can you?
Number 1 is Arceus. Number 2 is Mewtwo.
I told you.
Number 3 is Lugia.
Lugia.
Yeah.
Yes, Lugia has highest base stats too, boy.
Number 4 is Ho-Oh.
Chris, shut the fuck up. You don't actually know all this.
And number 5 is Rayquaza.
Hey, I was one off. Adam. I was one off on 2 questions today. I don't give a fuck.
Dude,
Who did
one
you
off
say?
isn't good enough.
And I scored more points than you today. So
Who did you say, Adam?
My cock.
I said
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. How many more? Wait, hey, Chris. How many points did you get?
Hey, show me your cog.
How many points did you get? Hey, also, Chris. This is in reference to the latest stream. Did you guys know that Chris is a part of Cogs Anonymous? Because he's
What is that?
Oh, it's a Gears of War addiction program because he can't stop going down, and I have to pick him up every fucking time we play the game.
It is.
He's addicted to not playing the game correctly.
It's true.
So if you guys wonder why we're still playing the
Russian-
fucking game, it's
I
because of
rush
that.
in on hardcore.
He's part of CA.
every day.
He's part of CA, Cogs Anonymous. In last place is Wope after 2 games with 7 points. In 4th place is myself with 9 points after 2 games. In 3rd place is Jamal with 13 points after 3 games. In 2nd place is Micah with 13.5 points after 2 games. And in 1st place is Chris with 22 points after 3 games.
He got everything right.
Hey, who doesn't know? Who doesn't fucking know, Adam?
You didn't know shit about the Pokemon shit. You're like, oh, that's Mewtwo. I got it. I got it.
No, I'm starting to realize
I
anytime
was
Chris is
off.
100% sure
I was
about something,
one
he's
off.
Never correct.
You
And
literally
it's
did this
one
last
fucking
week.
off.
He did this
I know
last
the
week.
answer.
I
know
did
the
expect you to
answer.
get the
Super
Skyrim one.
Monkey Ball. Like, no.
I was one off on 2 fucking questions. My bad. And at least I was in the fucking ballpark of the monkey ball question. Fuck you guys.
All right,
You
so
weren't even in the
I knew you
ballpark.
weren't. I knew you weren't
winning.
sorry
The
about the
only,
F-bombs.
the only
Hey,
thing that is related.
The thing you're winning at are these releasing these F-bombs.
Win. Fuck everything.
And you're still going.
All right.
Are you really sorry?
No, I'm not.
All right, so be honest then next time.
All right, guys.
I told you I'm coming with all of that energy today, Jamal. All of it.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I liked your trivia questions this week. I got half the points per question, so I'll take that. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is
I deserve a
que-
bonus point for getting Arceus' base stat total right. I'm just gonna say that.
No.
All right, guys. Micah, I liked your questions for trivia this week. I was really able to get 5 points out of however many there were. I'm really happy about that. But we have to stop trivia. So let's move on to the next segment, which is side quests.
You know what we're mentioning about people cutting off and you guys cut me off? I'm glad you guys are starting to understand now the importance.
There's a difference between cutting off during a discussion and cutting off during a transition to the next segment.
It feels the same.
It feels a lot different. I've been cut off a lot as well. And I don't keep going like Micah does, where he just gets louder and louder and louder.
And louder.
I stopped talking. But Anyways, this week's question for SideQuest was, what is your favorite superhero video game? We got some answers. I don't know if they're really necessarily like unique, because we could probably come up with all of these. So I don't know if that means like the people that are answering these questions are just a hive mind, or
You're a bunch of
aren't that many
sheep.
good
if
superhero video games.
they're just
Can I take a guess
maybe
of what one of them is?
well, actually, yeah, we can do that. But yeah, maybe that just means we need more good superhero video games. But we all know that there haven't been that many good ones. So
How many unique answers are there?
I'd probably say one.
No, when I say unique, I mean how many different answers?
Oh,
I can think of two, actually.
I think we have about 9 or 10.
It's mine.
Hold on, let me rephrase that again. How many answers are different games? Like, if there's 5 people that say Spider-Man 1, that counts as one.
Well, there are a couple responses that incorporate an entire like series.
Okay.
So let me just go through this. And before we actually go through the answers, if you've gotten to this point of the podcast and you want to respond to the questions that we have for SideQuest each week, or whatever weeks that we do it, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, PixelHate on Instagram. That's where we post on our stories. We have questions up just about, I think we're averaging every other week where we have SideQuest questions. So, and you can just pop in. We would appreciate a follow there. You don't have to follow, but if you just wanted to put an answer in, go ahead and follow us there, or at the very least, answer the question on the stories. Micah's answer to this week's question was Pepsi Man.
What?
You don't know what Pepsi Man is?
You're muted,
No.
buddy.
Pepsi Man was you remember like Sneak King? And
I was about to say, you might as well have mentioned one of those fucking Burger King games.
yeah, it came out at a time they were doing like all from basically commercial games where like they would just have a brand and make a whole character and like video game concept around it. And Pepsi Man was a superhero video game where I don't know if you actually fought Coca-Cola, but
no, you just run through. It was like a Subway Surfers back in like the late 90s.
Yeah, it's super ridiculous.
Super ridiculous. And so Pepsi Man is just this jacked fucking mannequin looking guy with the Pepsi colors on him. He has the Pepsi logo on his chest, and I think maybe his back even. Or maybe it was just his back. It's one or the other. And all he did was just run around and just collect Pepsi bottles. And that was the thing. So
best superhero game ever.
Yeah. So I'm glad that Micah responded. Anyone else? Hey guys, you know that you guys can also respond to the questions as well.
I was gonna have the
Don't
same
worry,
answer that everyone else had.
I have answers for in person.
All right, cool.
I didn't want to be. I'm going to mention one, not my favorite, but I am going to mention one I really like. Though.
All right. Well, we'll end the segment with our answers. We got another answer saying this is back to the whole entire series point. Any Spider-Man game now.
Any?
Right. And we need to unpack this really quickly because there are only 4 good Spider-Man games and the rest are like playable. And the rest after that are genuinely just not enjoyable.
Or ass.
There's 2 great ones. Spider-Man PS4 and Spider-Man 2 at the time. Now we don't play it. But
hey, don't forget about Web of Shadows.
No. That's a good. No.
That's
a good. There are 2 great ones. Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man PS4. Chris, you're wrong. Shut up. Okay. For the good games, Web of Shadows, Shattered Dimensions was like kind of in that same category.
Yes.
The first Amazing Spider-Man, I think, kind of goes in that category as well.
No.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is terrible.
Both of them are not that good. Just that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is worse. Amazing Spider-Man was not good.
So you just put it in the playable category?
Yes.
Okay. We should do a ranking. We should do a ranking podcast of like all
And
kinds.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is great.
Yeah, that's not a different game, bro.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not. No,
it's a
not.
standalone
I want to
fucking
make
game.
an
What are you
honorable
talking
mention.
about?
No, it's
I
not.
want to make an honorable mention
Okay.
to Spider-Man Friend or Foe, which let you play with like a party of different Spider-Man.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That one was really cool, and also the Spider-Man movie or Spider-Man game that was made based off of the Spider-Man movie, the original Spider-Man movie. That game is also really good, and it has if you know this game, it has the iconic narrator in the background. Being
Yes,
like,
it has Bruce Campbell. He's also in 2 and 3.
Yeah, but I really like that game. I know you're shaking your head, but I really like that game. It has a lot of good stuff in it.
So
it's goofy, but it's really good.
But right, and I understand where you're coming from because that's kind of how I feel about Spider-Man 2. But Spider-Man 2 was like objectively at that point the best superhero game of all time.
I don't think it's better than Spider-Man 2. I'm not saying that.
No. I know. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when Spider-Man 2 came out, it was like highly regarded as like the top superhero video game at that time of all time, right? Spider-Man 1 didn't do that. I played it. I rented it from Blockbuster and I played it, right? And as a kid in the early days of PS2, you're like, yeah, this really makes you feel like Spider-Man. Like, even a couple years after the fact. Spider-Man 2, the quality of it lasted a long time. Now, no. But Spider-Man 1's quality went away even before Spider-Man 2 came out. Though it's so stiff and way too close to the model. And the controls are so bad. Aside from moving around on the ground, it's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, I remember some really tough levels in it, but I do remember enjoying the combat a lot. I remember enjoying certain levels a lot.
Right, and it set up the combat going forward. That's what it did.
A big thing I was going to say is that it definitely was ahead of its time with its stealth mechanics and its combat. Like, it felt very
Do we think it was ahead of its time stealth-wise though? Cuz
I think what it did for Spider-Man games, stealth-wise, it was ahead of its time. Like,
maybe not even Spider-Man games, but like games that weren't stealth games. I can see what you're going for. Where
I mean, it was the only game I at the time could climb on a wall and take out a guy from over top of him. There was no other game like that.
Right.
And it was everything you felt like Spider-Man. You could climb everything. You could swing across city, whatever.
Fair points. Speaking of like games that laid the groundwork for going forward, Lego Batman. One answer is specifically for the DS.
Yes, dude. I was gonna say I hope someone just mentioned the DS version because it was so good.
I never played any Lego Batman games, let alone the DS one.
The first two were phenomenal.
Yeah, Lego Batman 1 and 2 are fucking great.
And the second game was the first Lego game to have voice acting too. Let me make that.
That's what. So, well, I've only played maybe a handful of Lego games, and like in the early days of Lego games with Lego Star Wars and whatnot, and the Lego Racers and all that stuff, there was never voice acting. But when voice acting was introduced, that I couldn't believe that actually happened. I never went out of my way to actually buy them, but I couldn't believe that actually happened. Next one. This might be a little controversial. Controversial.
Ugh, that wine hitting.
No, it's not. It's fucked.
Stop it.
Next one is Batman Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
City's better.
Look,
but
we're
stop
Pixel
hating.
Hate, but the H is silent, bro. I like that game.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Hold
It's
on.
a good game.
We're saying this is the only thing we're refuting is that it's your favorite superhero video game of all time. Arkham Knight
Over City.
over City and even Origins and then Asylum?
Yeah, Origins kind of clears. I'm not gonna lie.
No, City clears.
Well, Origins alone clears.
Oh, okay.
I like
City?
Origins more than City though.
City is top 3 probably top 2 superhero video games of all time, in my opinion. That's not the one I wanted to bring to the table. But Arkham Knight is a good game, but when you get to the bat tank, nah. Arkham City, I say, is the best Arkham game. Micah, do you agree, or do you think Origins is?
I think Arkham City is definitely the best. But I think our Origins has a more interesting Batman story. Because
it's an origin story.
Not for Batman, but it's an Arkham Asylum origin story. That's what Arkham.
It's an origin of the.
It's about Blackgate Prison turning into Arkham Asylum,
right? And
because the story revolves around literally every villain going after a hit on Batman, including Deathstroke, it's a pretty cool game.
No, I will say the Deathstroke cutscene where they're fighting, and
it's not a cutscene. It's you fight.
No, but like the cutscene before. And then that leads into the actual fight.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like that's the whole sequence is
phenomenal. That's probably, for a long time, that was my favorite fighting game sequence in any game. Because you feel like Batman most of the time in the Arkham games, but the fight with Deathstroke, like, you are straight up going blow for blow with probably the best martial artist in Gotham. Like, it's really fun.
Yeah.
That game's awesome.
I give that game props for sure. Arkham City, I think,
people hate on it for no reason.
They only hate it because it wasn't developed by Rocksteady.
Stupid though. It literally is the same. Like there's no difference between that and Arkham City other than it's snowing. It's like
they also changed the models of some characters, but I mean that's
it's also not Kevin Conroy as Batman. It's a different
that too, yeah.
But like, dude, that game still is so good.
So the second to last response that we're going to talk about is Spider-Man PS4, which we already talked about the Spider-Man games. Chris, I know that you're a huge fan of those games. You just talked about it in your Good Game, Bad Game. I still have yet to finish it. I don't know if I ever will because I already know the story and I want to experience new stories, but I know it's a fantastic game. But the one I wanted to talk about before we give our own input is Deadpool. From 2013.
Mm-hmm. Great game.
Okay.
That's a great game. I don't know.
Fantastic. It's a funny game. It's not that great in terms of the gameplay.
The gameplay, yeah, the gameplay has some to be like there's room to be added on to, I guess is the way I can put it. Like,
yeah, for sure.
The combat is fine. It's serviceable.
Very rudimentary.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dumbed down Devil May Cry style.
Mm-hmm.
But where it stands out is like the game fully encapsulates what Deadpool is. Like it got the comic feel down. It got like the movie. The movie came out well after, but like it all works really well. And I've only played a little bit of it back in the day, but I watched the entire story just like going through on YouTube as I did with a lot of games I didn't play. And I had a lot of fun watching what that game had to offer.
Uh-huh.
The one I wanted to bring to the table, do you guys remember the Wolverine game? The movie tie-in game?
Yes.
That game was
Wolverine
fucking
Origins or something like that.
Yeah, it was Wolverine Origins, but it wasn't like oh my god, it was so much better than the movie. The movie was such a pile of dog shit.
I enjoyed the X-Men, whatever it's called, the top-down X-Men game more than that one though.
Not
really
Apocalypse. Was it Apocalypse?
No, it was called. It was like the second X-Men game ever.
I don't think. I know what you're talking about. Because
it was on PlayStation 2, but
yeah.
Uncanny really X-Men.
It was like an Ultimate Alliance X-Men.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was fuck, man. I can't remember what it is.
Can I want to kind of shove one more game in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I can find the name of it because I want to get it right so you can put it up.
Marvel Nemesis. That's the game I wanted to mention because it was like an arena finder.
Was it 2D or 3D?
It was 3D.
Yeah.
I had fun with that game. That game was. It didn't get. I was like,
what was it on?
PS2.
Yeah, it's
and
PS2, Xbox, I think.
You guys remember? Do you guys remember Justice League Heroes?
Yes.
No.
It
No.
was the top down. It was Ultimate Alliance style Justice League game. It's one of the only Justice League games that let you play as like the full cast, and you could run around with one other like member from the team. Really fun back in the day. It probably doesn't hold up well today. I remember it being hard as shit. Like Brainiac shows up and it's one of the hardest fight. Like it's at the beginning of the game. It's like one of the hardest fights I've ever had to get through in a game. It took me like a good majority of my childhood to get through the first boss, but really fun. Justice League Heroes, old game, but still like one of the only good DC games ever.
I have a couple of honorable mentions for us today. First of all, the Infamous series. If you've never played Infamous 1, 2, or Second Son, oh my god, they are fantastic.
Do we count that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're superhero games, sir.
I mean, would you count Saints Row 4?
No.
No.
No, but
that is a superhero
no.
game.
Okay, so the reason I don't want to count Infamous is because it's not like an established like comic book before the game.
So
well, that's not what you said.
Yeah, but okay.
I was gonna put Saints Row before.
Do we have to clarify that? I was thinking like
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because standalone superheroes have the right to exist.
Yes, like that. That would be like saying that that it like say that fucking
Yeah, great answer, Chris. Does Marvel versus Capcom count as a superhero game?
X-Men Legends, is that what you're talking about, Micah?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So
Marvel vs. Capcom is superhero. I mean,
yeah, that has comic book, superheroes in it.
And remember, Chris did mention Gravity Rush as a superhero game some episodes ago.
Yes. And that would be like if The Boys came out with the superhero game and you'd be like, nah.
The Boys has a comic.
Yeah, there was a comic book.
Yeah.
And
We're
a show
talking about,
before
like-
the game.
There's also Infamous Comics. So fuck you.
But was that before or after?
Anyways, moving on to my second one.
He said,
Is he a hero in his
My Hero Academia 2, the fighting game on PS4 is absolutely fantastic. He has like the entire cast of characters. If you haven't played that, you definitely should. It's very,
I don't
very
think
good.
you should. It's all right.
It's
fine.
One's Justice is pretty good. It's fun.
It's
It
definitely
could be better.
good. No, you're
all
tripping,
the arena
Jamal.
games could be better. None of them are as good as Tenkaichi anyway.
And lastly, but not leastly, Marvel's Midnight Suns. Very, very good game. It's on PS4 and PS5. Or no, it's on PS5 right now, and it's going to be on PS4. There's a PS4 version coming and a Switch version as well. So
getting that.
So it is a XCOM or like a Rabbids Mario game. So top down, very, very good. And lots of different heroes in there. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
Lope, did you have one that you wanted to discuss?
I was just gonna throw Marvel versus Capcom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
DC Universe Online.
Okay.
Not really.
I forgot.
Debatable.
One said Ultimate Alliance, which was kind of funny.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm
that
surprised
too,
you
but-
didn't say that.
I mean, we mentioned it, so I didn't want to. We were talking about it, so I didn't want to like say it at all.
Right,
Yeah,
those type of games.
I
talking about
enjoyed
that
the Justice League game more than Ultimate
I've
Alliance.
never even heard of that one. So
I've never heard of
Justice
a
League
Justice
Heroes
League game ever.
Yeah, it was super niche. Like it was one of those games back in the day you saw in like a Blockbuster and you
Ooh.
just grab it.
I have one more good one. What about that Teen Titans fighting game on CartoonNetwork.com?
Oh, underrated.
that
Battle Blitz.
You just unlocked
that
That was so great.
a
I
core
put
was
memory.
absolutely
I put
Was it a
hours
side
into
scroller?
that shit.
No,
It's a
fighter.
2D fighting game.
On Cartoon Network, yo.
Just look
And
it
I
up
remember
after
when
the
they
show.
did the
I might have
update where you
played
could
it.
play as
Can
the
we-
villains.
Can we go on the
Nah.
Wayback Machine and play that, please?
You actually can, yeah.
Oh,
That's
God.
a
Stream?
fucking game.
That would be awesome.
Yo, I need a Switch Pro too because, see, I like my Switch, but I also like the OLED, right? But then the moment I buy one, I know a Switch Pro 2 is going to come out because Nintendo likes to do that bullshit.
That's exactly what Chris said.
Literally.
But here's my thing, right? So here's my thing about Switch Pro. Okay, we normally get like a Pro model with handheld. So is the Nintendo treating the Switch as a handheld or a console? I know it's a hybrid, blah blah blah. But what are they mainly treating it as?
They're treating it as the console,
Yeah.
the definitive console going forward, Jamal. There's no way that they don't see it as the console.
So,
and if they don't, something's wrong.
So are we like getting a Switch Pro 2, or are we getting like a whole new console then? Because the Switch works.
Well, because here's the thing, right?
Getting
They already
14
released
other iterations of the Switch.
Yeah, they already released the handheld only mode. The OLED,
the
it's kind of
Switch
like
Lite.
a step side, exactly. And the OLED is like a step sideways, to be honest.
Mhm.
They have to have a higher powered Switch. I don't think it's going to be a Switch sequel, but there has to be. Pokemon has proven that there needs to be one.
Well, not just Pokemon.
Right, but that's the
God.
biggest most glaring example.
Also consider that the market is getting very dangerous for them. We've got the Steam Deck. I think you guys sent something about a PlayStation handheld.
Yeah, it's like a rumor about like another I guess Vita thing or whatever coming out.
Phones themselves are becoming crazy emulation machines. Nintendo in trouble.
Nintendo shot the bed on their own emulation.
But here's the thing: Nintendo is smart. Nintendo released like 8 different DSs before they dropped the Switch.
Yes,
because they're not gonna bring out a new console like the Wii, like the Wii U, like the Switch, like the DS. They're not gonna bring out something until they know it's innovative for them. The Wii was very big for its time. It was one of the first motion capturing consoles. The DS is very innovative for its time. It's one of the best handheld consoles of all time. The Switch is the first console to ever mix handheld and stationary play. The next time they drop a big console, I'm not saying the Switch Pro specifically, but the next time we get a new console, they're gonna bring something crazy. Kind of like they like gimmicks, bro. They like the cardboard. What's it called?
Oh, like the Labo?
Cardboard Switch. Like, oh, I'm going to make my armor for my game. Rather than wear cardboard boxes. Like, that's what they're going to they're going for that shit, man. The Mario Kart game where you build the course and there's a camera for it. Like, they love the gimmicks. That's what they're going for. So I doubt that it'll be a new console.
But see, that's what I'm trying to think about, because if we're getting a more powerful version of the Switch, it can't be handheld because there's no way it's going to work.
It's
so
gonna be handheld.
They can do it. They won't.
No. Jamal, it's gotta be another hybrid set. This is the only way forward. You think people are gonna be like, oh yeah, a home console only. Let's do it again. No, fuck no. People are not going to be about that.
I'm not.
Jamal,
I don't think so.
Nobody is going to go for that shit. No one in their right mind is going to go. Again, we need a hybrid system that has a better GPU, better CPU, and something that is going to be 4K, so we can move into the goddamn future. At 5 years ago, 2 months, and 5 years ago, the Switch came out. We are now at the very fucking end of the cycle. If we're going as of the fucking Xbox and the PlayStation cycle, we're at the very end of the cycle. We're 7 years is right around the goddamn corner. So I'm expecting an announcement next year and the system to come out in 2 fucking years. There's no fucking way.
How do we know
coming out in 2 years?
How do we know we're not asking for too much, though?
What
do we
would
know?
be asking for too much?
But listen,
it was weak when it came out.
Okay, yeah, agreed. But how do we know, as uninformed gamers that want the best for the company, right? How do we know that it is possible in the current state to have a handheld Switch, not just a handheld console that can run these games, but can switch simultaneously between TV play and handheld play like that, and run something like Resident Evil 4 remake? How do we know that's possible right now?
Because the Steam
It is
Deck
possible, but
exists.
it's the price point. Yeah, I was going to say the Steam Deck exists. The Steam Deck can do
But
it.
the Steam Deck doesn't immediately slip into a separate thing and go up on your TV, does it?
I mean, it's a computer. You can
dock
finagle it with HDMI.
I'm about to say you can. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to do it. But it's like, why would you? Because it defeats the purpose of having the Steam Deck.
Do we? And the Switch already does this. It already immediately drops in frames, resolution, whatever it is, or just performance when it goes from mode to mode. How do we know such a powerful thing, like something that's running a game so powerful, won't?
It's been 7 years. I don't want to hear that shit. They better have been in the lab the entire time figuring out how to make it happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Micah, if in 2 years we don't get something that resembles what I'm talking about, I'm going to be highly upset. I'm going to be livid. In fact, they better have something.
I think it's more than possible to develop a stronger handheld for sure, but I wonder if they're going to push it to the limits of making a Switch that powerful.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to end up being kind of like a Wii U situation where they're going to come up with something that takes ideas from the Switch, and they're gonna make like the Nintendo Glass, and it's some like you put on your fucking face, and it's like, oh look, here's the fucking Nintendo games, but goddamn, it's like a modern retro boy. Do we think that it will be like that bad? No, but I think it might be as detrimental as the Wii U. But hey. Maybe not.
How much do you think, like, say if we get like the dream, like Nintendo thing, like, basically like a strong ass system, a hybrid system that will play pretty much an equal quality on handheld and on TV. Like, how much do you think that will actually cost? And not without being like keeping like cheap material, like a cheap casing.
$450 US.
$350 to $400.
Now, do you think consumers, like the average consumers, will actually just go for that price?
If it is a more powerful system, hell yeah. And they can still sell the regular Switch by its side and just be like, you can't play these crazy ass games on the regular Switch.
There's several variables that you have to consider. One, are we talking today? Like this would drop right now. And then two, how powerful are we talking?
If we're talking a PS5 level Nintendo console, at what price point?
And that's dropping right now.
If it were to come tomorrow,
it's not gonna be a PS5 level. It's going to be PS4 Pro level. It's gonna have the checkerboarding abilities. It's gonna have the ray tracing, all that bullshit, but it's not going to be the top of the line shit. It's just not.
I might even say 550 to 600 because Nintendo knows that they're gonna have to beat out that other handheld competition, and those other handhelds don't have the dock. So now, and I looked it up the other day because one of my friends, he's borrowing a Switch and he needs a dock. The dock alone, a Nintendo established one, is $100. It's a piece of fucking plastic.
Of course.
So that if you were buying a Switch, guess how much of the $500 that you're spending how much is a Switch? 300 or 500?
It's 300.
It's 300.
Of the 300 that you're spending, 100 is the dock alone. So I can guess that they would charge 500 for the regular console and then another 100 for the dock.
The Joy-Cons are like $7 each.
7 or 70.
No, they're $7. They're worth $7 fucking dollars.
Oh.
The dock is a literal piece of plastic with a fucking motherboard in it. It's not supposed to be that expensive, but it is. So that's how I know for a fact there's no way they would put it at the same price as these other consoles. They might they might even lower it.
All right, well, Nintendo's never going to do the right thing.
They're not.
We know that. So let's move on.
It's going to be a hybrid. If it's hybrid, it's going to be cheap. What we expect, it's going to be a lot.
For the record, PixelHate hates Nintendo and the Switch 2. Moving on.
This is not a love-hate segment, Chris.
It might as well be because I don't love
I
it.
know what it is, Adam.
Chris just wants to make his own rules.
So I don't know if everyone here has seen the kind of viral video. Actually, at this point, multiple videos of this new, I believe it's a Steam game that's supposed to be released at some point. It's called Unrecord. And the controversy surrounding this title is that it uses the latest Unreal Engine to basically be the most realistic looking game of all time. Do we really think that this is like a real project? Do we think that this is a real game in the works? Or is someone just pulling the leg of the gaming community and the internet as a whole, even people that aren't gamers, that quote unquote traditional gamers, they're chiming in and saying like, oh no, this is real, this isn't real. And if you have no idea about it, all you have to do is just go on Google, go on TikTok, even go on YouTube, type in Unrecord, and there are a couple videos popping in. And the one thing that I want to point out before I get to my opinion on it is that there have been multiple kind of like demonstrations of the engine at work where they're picking up the camera and zooming it through walls. It's clipping through walls, and you can see some of the effects, the ray tracing, the lighting, the shadows in action as you're flying through the map. And it looks really good, but then when you see the actual quote unquote gameplay, it looks like the movements are really fluid. There are good sounds behind the gunshots. There's dialogue in there. There's movement underneath each footstep, but it just looks too real. So that's kind of where I come into this personally, is that like, yeah, you can make it look. I feel like people are so good at editing nowadays, where you can have this all mapped out in the Unreal Engine, and you can have this game running in this little abandoned warehouse, and you can clip in little videos of where you're taking the model, you're in the editor mode, and you're going through the walls, and it's clipping and everything, and ray tracing is active, and the quality looks really nice. But people are like, wow, this looks weird. This looks so crazy for a video game. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't look like a video game. You know how sometimes it tells you where, like, if you go to the top left corner, there's a dialogue, top right corner, there's a dialogue, top or bottom right with the joystick, there's dialogue. That didn't look real to me. It's kind of just like as if someone was like, this is
like
what
superimposed it.
Yeah, this is what a video game would look like. So I think someone is pulling a fast one on the entire internet.
Well, you make a good point, but I have to shut it down because it is a real game, and it has already been play tested by multiple game reviewers and studios.
Wow.
IGN in particular has an entire like test review on it, and the game plays in Unreal Engine 5, and they recently added the dialogue changes like you were talking about, and on-screen prompts, which you can see in the game to like, I don't know, hold your breath or something. There's like a bunch of stuff that shows up on screen for that. It's a real game. It's in. There's no release date right now, but the gameplay that was captured in 2022. And IGN has played the most recent beta version. I don't know what it is, alpha. And then there's a few other reviewers that have like stuff on YouTube that I haven't watched, but I did watch the IGN one. So it's a real game. And whether or not like that sequence of events is as no game that like shows off its mechanics and like its, brand new game, they never play like that. I don't think any game has ever played like how it was revealed at E3 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But like this game in particular obviously emphasizes the realism factor. And there's plenty of SWAT games that have this exact type of movement, exact type of gameplay. The only thing that it isn't doing is the actual graphic. There is, Adam. There's literally SWAT games that focus on this exact type of gameplay and the camera head movement, like with a helmet on top.
No, the camera head movement isn't the thing, but when you're going through the reload animation and you're shooting and you're checking your gun, where it's just like, how do you do that with an actual controller? How do you do that with a key and or mouse and keyboard?
I'm sure it's just animations that trigger during gameplay. I don't think the players actually.
So the one definitive like video that I want to see just to determine that it is real, at least what we saw, like that's actual fucking gameplay, is like, okay, so you can edit the game as much as you want in engine, right? I want you to go up to an enemy. I want you to move him around, and then you move around. I want him to be floating in air, or you can put him on top of an object, and you can rotate around him, and it looks as real as possible. Because you can tell, and nowadays, you can tell what's edited and what isn't. You can tell.
Can I ask you, have you looked, so since Unreal Engine 5 has been released,
I've seen videos, yes.
Been a very big topic of discussion for game developers. It's probably the most powerful thing you can like program into right now. Have you seen footage of like what people have made in Unreal Engine 5 already within like the short time that it's been out?
I've seen other clips, and you can tell, you can see if you have enough experience, as pretty much all of us do, in seeing high fidelity graphics compared to real life, you can tell where the uncanny valley lies in that footage.
There is an uncanny valley. As soon as he shoots the guy that you were talking about in the glass room and he has his hands up, the body falls, and the hands in particular, that's like you can tell these guys don't have the best experience with at least photorealism on human NPCs, because the guy that falls down looks fake as fuck. It literally looks like a Call of Duty character falling down and dying. Like, it doesn't look like a real person at all. I noticed that when I was watching it earlier today, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, like that's okay." That just took me back to the video game part of it. Everything else looked like real life, but that in particular, I can tell that's in engine and that's a video game character. That's not a real life person.
I'm just curious if like maybe they're like, is it fully in engine, or are they like using some sort of AI, or are they going in and like re-editing some of it to make it look like it's all fluid? I don't know. I have to look at.
I mean, we'll literally never know until the game fucking comes out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. But
I just don't want to doubt it, because we're moving into a very interesting time for game engines and game graphics specifically. We are dealing with PCs more powerful than the shit we sent to go on the moon. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like these things are not out of the question now. And the photorealism, they started working on photorealism back when Death Stranding 1 came out, and it looked insane back then. And now we're seeing stuff like this. I'm not surprised, dude. Technology is developing so rapidly, like every single day. Yeah, it's a little surreal to look at because we've never seen anything like this, but is it out of the question? No, I don't think we're far off from a lot of games.
That's fair.
That was going to be my next question. Is it too much?
Well, that's what a major debate is right now.
That's what the future is. That's what the future is. So why is it too much?
It's not that it's too much. A major debate right now is whether unstable people or children should be allowed to even have access to something like this, because obviously when you play a game like Manhunt, like we were talking about earlier, there is a sense of disassociation from what's going on in that screen, because it looks like polygons killing each other. It doesn't look like a real person is in front of you murdering somebody brutally. Because this, in comparison, this game is a lot more tame than something like Mortal Kombat fatalities, right? But because of that disassociation factor, we can say, oh, Scorpion's not actually ripping someone's fucking heart out. But when you're watching this, if your grandma walked in the room, she'd be like, what the fuck? Why are you watching someone kill people in an abandoned house?
Right, like it looks like real body cam footage.
It looks like a real, like genuine SWAT footage, which some people are concerned. Kids like Call of Duty, dude. You know, some people are concerned that they're going to get their hands on this and then maybe to go act out a school, whatever. And I'm on the fence right now because I think there's a right way to take that into consideration, and then there's a wrong way to go about it. The wrong way is to just ban these kind of games outright. The right way is to possibly set limits before entering the game as to who can and cannot play.
Yeah, but those never work.
That's just not gonna fucking work.
As long as someone can play that isn't like in a very, very discrete community, aka like publishers or journalists or developers, if it's anyone that's a member of like the public, everyone else is going to have access to it one way or the other. So that simply would not work. Do I think that it is too much? No, because like it's gotten to the point where if you know it's a fucking video game, you know it's a video game. It's at that point, it's your choice to fucking act it out in real life. Just like how fucking when Manhunt was responsible, as we discussed earlier, it wasn't, they knew it was a fucking video game. Like, it's just the same as movies. It's just the same as TV shows. It's just the same as books. People try to blame those types of media, those types of entertainment platforms, because they don't want to fucking take responsibility. But at the same time, yeah, it can look real. It doesn't mean that it is real. Even if this game is real, it's still a fucking game. So is it too much? No, because it's a game. The technology has advanced this far, sure. That we're at this point where we're discussing, is it actually real? Like, we're not fucking dumb. We know what an edited video looks like. We know what a fake ghost video looks like. We know what a fake car crash video looks like, right? But this is literally blurring the lines. Like, this one fucking video game has now reached the point of blurring the lines. Same as how AI, if it's not already there in terms of like masking vocals from a celebrity or a president or some shit, it's going to get to the point where you can't tell the difference. And apparently this is where we're at right now. But nonetheless, that's up to regulations. That's up to the developers, publishers. That's up to the creators of these AI programs. It's up to whoever's making it. And there needs to be some regulation, but it's up to them to say, this is not real fucking life. Don't think that this is real life. Because if you try to use us as a scapegoat, you're going to prison for life. So it's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, any argument for something like GTA being dangerous for society, it's
right.
You know,
like, I don't think it's the same thing.
I don't think
it's the same thing. That was the realest thing that we had. It was literally the realest thing that we had at the time. So
yes,
it's the same argument.
Real in terms of what? In terms of
real in terms of video games to real life. The actions that you were able to do, the crimes that you were able to commit. Absolutely, there was a direct connection.
Yes, right. But like Adam said, there's like a sense of like, and I mean, here's the thing, right?
No,
hold on, wait.
No, at the time,
can I start my argument?
No, at the time.
How are you gonna rebuttal something that I haven't said yet?
At the time, Wope, that was the realest shit we had ever seen. But go ahead, I'm listening.
The thing is, right? We know that GTA is a game, and like Adam said, there's like a sense of like the sense of surreality in GTA is not the same. Yeah, like parents are gonna hate on Grand Theft Auto for the rest of their fucking lives, right? It's a little different because yes, we thought it looked real at the time, right? In 2008, GTA 4 looked like the realest shit on earth. But I feel like it's different than looking at something like this now. Now, do I think it should be banned? No, because yes, there should be, people should know the difference. But when the lines are blurred so like there's so much gray area, I do feel like there's a sense of things being almost too real. And I would have to see like the story of the game or like more of it. But from what I've seen, it's almost like too much. It's like I don't know. I don't know.
Another thing,
but it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen, and this is where we are, like you said.
yeah,
so.
it was always going to happen this way. We were always going to get to this point, which is why I was telling Adam, like, this is definitely real. This is, it's just so, it's weird to even see it because we've never seen it, but it's real. Like, we're going that direction. But also, Chris, while yes, GTA at the time was the realest thing we had saw up to that point, there was, like I said about Mortal Kombat, no matter how good those games looked for video games, there was a disassociation between the real life and that because they looked like video games.
I hear you,
but this doesn't look like a video game. It looks like real life. And so are the concerns a little, exaggerated? Of course, but it does beg the question, when do we draw the line? Because if it's not on murder, it'll eventually be around assault or something even worse, right? Like it'll be like, oh, now in GTA, I can do something to someone that is undesirable, right? Or not GTA specifically, but I'm saying like we may get to that point. When do we draw the line? Because murder is okay to have in this kind of game, and you're playing as a police officer, but when does it become like, whoa, maybe we shouldn't put this out?
In GTA 5, you literally torture a terrorist.
Yes, but I'm not talking about. We're okay with murder.
Cross lines.
You torture an innocent man.
We are okay with murder in video games.
Yes, very true.
Murder in video games is the norm. I'm not talking about murder. I'm talking about when GTA or a game like GTA wants to push the barrier a little bit and say, you know what, we're going to put something.
Micah, I know you were a young tyke when this shit was going on in 2008, but listen to me and listen to me clearly. The US government and every fucking congressman out there looked at GTA 4 and GTA 3 and said, that shit is real, and that shit is a threat to everyone around it. And they tried to ban it. And I'm telling you that correlation is going to be made, and history fucking repeats itself. And in this case, it's going to do that because
so they had no argument then because it looked like polygons, and you could tell the difference between it being a video game.
Oh my!
Now we're talking about a game.
Hot coffee,
Adam is
the hot coffee glitch.
Okay, no, Chris, he's making a good point.
Yeah, Chris, that's different.
We're talking about a game that Adam is literally questioning if it's even a real game because the footage looks so real that people are like, this is just edited camera footage. This isn't a real game. That's how deep it's gotten. And it's not a full game yet, but it's the first of this type of, graphical fidelity or whatever you want to say. It's the first of its kind. It's not going to be the last. When does it get to the point that we draw a line? Now, I'm not saying someone is going to develop something that's going to try and be controversial, but eventually someone's going to get triggered. Okay. And it's just bound to happen, not around murder. It'll be around something else.
Like the argument isn't whether like the actions in the games are real, because that's always been a thing, probably even since like PS1 days, right? Where parents or just people like, oh, you shouldn't play this because like when you're shooting somewhere, you're doing actions that you can do in real life, but in a game. But now it's more like you're looking at the game, and as has been said already, the game itself looks real. Yes, you had realistic looking graphics at the time, but now you're just wondering, is this actually real or is it fake? There was never really that question back in the day. You always knew it looked like a game, but now you're actually questioning, is this, like as Adam said, is this real?
There have been,
is it not?
Yeah, exactly. There have been trailers where it's like, okay, this trailer looks pretty real, but we know it's a game, right? This is being sold off as a game, but it's so fucking realistic looking that you just don't, and it's not a trailer. This is apparently real gameplay, in-engine actual gameplay, right? And that's the debate we're having. Like, fuck this, fuck all this. Is it too much? Should kids stay away from, fuck that. Is this shit real or fucking not? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
It's real.
It's real.
It's a real game. I think it's.
I'm not saying the game isn't real. I'm saying
the
what we've
gameplay
seen
is real.
So
the gameplay is real, Adam.
So we're saying, so you guys aren't questioning at all.
Hell no.
I mean, listen,
the validity of the gameplay is real.
Alpha footage. Remember the Division 2 and how good that shit looked? And
that didn't look real. The gameplay didn't look real. The gameplay didn't look like me fucking doing this. That's what the fucking game
I agree. Like. No, but my point was there's a chance that even when this game comes out, it doesn't look as real as it does now.
Yeah. Okay, let's make one thing clear. You're obviously going to need a fucking NASA supercomputer to make that game run. So, of course, most of the people that get their hands on it aren't going to get it to that level no matter what. You're not going to... When you play this game, and I'm talking to the audience here, you won't have the game look like that. There's just no way, unless you are a fucking millionaire. Okay? So, the very 1% select few that get to experience it, will it play like that for them? Yes. I'm sure it will.
Unless you have a goddamn quantum computer.
You will have to have a NASA supercomputer to make any game run that well and look that good. There's no fucking way.
Well,
at all times.
All I'm going to say is that I still have my reservations. I still have my hesitations because
I do too.
Because
I'm thinking what? It's way too smooth. Yes, this is a demo. Obviously, whoever's going to run it, whoever's showing off is going to make it probably look as clean as possible, especially they're showing these graphics. But I'm looking, it's there's no way. It's hard to believe that everything in that game is 100% in-engine made.
It's hard to believe. And we've seen some really fucking good Unreal Engine projects. But you
gotta believe it for it to be true.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. We're not talking about Santa Claus here. We're talking about an actual goddamn video game, okay? This is more than ever before. I've seen some games, we've all seen some games where oh man, that looks really good, but the movement is very game-like, right? This is the most blur the lines thing that I've ever seen when it comes to video games.
We're in a new era.
So I would suggest watching the Rainbow Six Siege reveal trailer. Because just let me finish. Because that game actually didn't end up looking and playing like how it did in that reveal trailer.
Exactly.
But there's no lies in that trailer. It's actually the game. But the thing is, the way they played it and the way they made it look and edited it, it looked like real life, or it didn't look like real life, but it played as if you were an actual cop breaking into a house trying to save a hostage. Okay. That's what it played like.
Right, but at no point did they say okay, you guys want proof? We're going in engine, moving the camera around, clipping through walls, and this is what the entire game actually looks like. So that's the difference.
If they've already proved that, then why is there even?
But that's not genuine proof. You can easily clip and edit that type of video. What I said earlier, what I want as proof, I want a character model that you can actually manipulate. You can move around, and you can put in engine, and then stand at any point around them. I want to see fire. I want to see water in that engine.
I literally just sent you a developer video.
Okay, and I'm gonna watch
to the group chat. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they've gone in depth with a few. Specifically, IGN has had their own hands on it for a year.
All right. Well, hey, if it's real, then I'll just go fuck myself, and everyone else can celebrate and prance around my dead body.
I'm just trying to save you from
I don't care. Don't save me from anything. This is just where I stand at this moment. Next week, I might literally come in at the beginning of the episode next week and be like, "You guys
Jesus
were right.
Christ,
you guys were right." And if I'm like that, hey, then everyone gets a punch right to my fucking nog. But at this point,
I thought you were gonna say your nuts.
I was about to say, can I punch you in your nuts?
No, Chris, you can fuck off.
One knuckle of a ball.
Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, okay. Well, I'm excited to see whether this is real or not. I'm excited. We'll just leave it at that for now. Okay.
I'm excited to never play it because I won't ever have anything to run it.
Same. But we got to end the show at some point. I think now's a better time than any.
I've been working for 30 minutes.
Classic. Make sure that you guys follow us everywhere you get your podcast fix. We're on Spotify, Apple Pods, and all the other in-between platforms. We're also on YouTube. PixelHate on YouTube. Micah has his own YouTube channel, Mikey OQ. Go ahead and check that out. Subscribe, like, comment, click the notification bell. Go ahead and join the game, please. We appreciate it. We need a bunch of pixelators behind us if we want to get this thing big, and if you guys want us to expand and get more creative with what we got, because you guys know we're entertaining. We just got we need a little bit bigger of a platform. So, all right.
What's Chris doing?
I don't know. Chris is in his own fucking world. Who cares?
As usual.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for us. Goodbye.
Logging
We will
off.
see you next time.